This month, First Edition is celebrating Black History Month, and to kick things off, we invited local attorney Matt Manning to discuss his journey and what Black history means to him. Matt, it's good having you on. You've been an advisor here on First Edition. We've seen you on the news routinely. You're very involved in the community. If you could, I just wanted to share a little bit about your journey with our viewers, and really it's about inspiring the next generation. You've accomplished a lot, an Austin native, but I think it's safe to say Corpus Christi is your home.
Yeah, it is. I came to the sparkling city by the sea in 2013, so it's been about 11 years, and I've been really blessed since I've been here. My career has blossomed and created a family, started a family here, and just really have become plugged into the community.
Your father, he's a pastor. Your mother was an administrator at a hospital. She's still doing that?
Yeah, she sure is, yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, great role models. We were talking about this on the phone yesterday. You know, I look up to my parents. A lot of kids look up to athletes and superstar megastars, but I think you and I are both blessed to find that we had that immediately in our family. So we got to see them as an example in life.
Absolutely, and they modeled a lot of the community involvement that I try to model for my sons now. You know, I've told people my whole life, if I'm half the man my father is, I'm twice the man I deserve to be.
You're echoing my sentiment as well. We're seeing some pictures of you on the screen. You led a public service life, if you will, working for the county with the district attorney's office. Your journey into law, is that something from a young age you knew you wanted to do?
Yeah, you know, when you're a kid and they tell you, hey, you talk pretty well, you should go argue for a living. You know, sometimes that kind of sets your path for you, but I've been very lucky to have people supporting me at all stages of my career, and, you know, ended up becoming an attorney, put in the work, and found the way to get there, and I'm really happy the way that my career's taken place thus far.
I was going to say, law school, did you do that in D.C. when you went to Howard? Or?
No, I actually did law school at the University of Toledo in Ohio,
okay.
And I did a year at Texas Tech.
Okay, and then how did you discover Corpus Christi? What was that experience like? Because you were in Austin, and you know, I never thought I'd end up here in Corpus, but here I am, and I love it. It's just a great developing community, just people really close.
Well, I applied for a job cold, but one of my dear friends from law school is actually born and raised in Corpus. He's a local attorney here, and you know, it just was a great place for me to get plugged in at the time. I applied for a job here. The city gave me an opportunity, and the rest is history, as they say.
Okay, so for kids that maybe, you know, because you hear, I want to be a firefighter, a police officer, maybe a teacher and lawyer, that's such a grand calling, a lot to study. How does a kid in high school start that journey?
Well, very quickly. One, don't be afraid. Two, there is no secret formula. Many people have done it before you. It's easy. All you have to do is graduate high school, go to college, get a 4-year degree, and then go to law school for 3 years. Then you take the hardest test of your life called the bar exam. Once you pass it, you're a lawyer.
I was going to say, being an attorney, I mean, you get to see the great, the bad. You're there to really help people and to assist people in their time of need.
Absolutely, and that's what we all need to do, even if we're not doing a job like an attorney. We need to advocate for each other, but luckily for me, I get to do that both inside and outside of the courtroom to help people, sometimes in the hardest circumstances of their lives.
What does Black History Month mean to you?
Black History Month to me is pride. I mean, I'm so proud of the man that I am and the man that I've become through those who have been in my life, who've poured into me. But one thing I want to say is Black history is not ideological, it is historical, and it's important for all of us to recognize that Black people, like every other part of this country, are an indispensable part of the fabric of the country. So it's a great time to learn about people, heroes and heroines you may not have known about before.
You know, that's one of the things we try to capture here at 3 News First Edition is sharing stories about people. And when we were talking yesterday, you said, look, I'm not a voice for everybody. I can only speak to my experience. And it's one of those, what kind of stories would you like to see here on First Edition? What works for you?
You know what I think is really important? I think it's important for us to highlight the history sometimes of people that we don't always see in the forefront, because there are so many people who are so important to this community who've done such amazing things, but they're not always in the limelight. And I think it's important to elevate them because all of us have an important role to play in lifting up our community.
Okay, wonderful. Matt, you're going to be here with us throughout the morning. We appreciate your time. We know you're very busy, especially being a father of 2 sons?
Three.
3.
Yeah. 3 dudes.
There you go. Three many dudes
Yeah.
following in your path, hopefully. Okay, stick around. Don't go anywhere. It's a pleasure, man. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Okay.